The moon is starting to drop here in lucky Lubec, Maine. The sun is getting to rise, ready to rise on the right, and it's one of those things I believe that people get a lot more things done during the day than they do at night. It's really healthy to be able to breathe in good air and exhale all the fear, because I have faith over fear that everything gonna be alright. And right now, I think it's important to drink some good clean water. Make sure you stay away from that LA County jail water. Right now I feel like, a lot of these people are in a tight situation because of legal issues that are the most ridiculous things that you've ever heard of in your life. And it's kind of like, if you can't laugh at it, you'll go insane. But it's like people are being oppressed all over the world by government. And right now I feel like I just want to let everybody know that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I really do care. I feel like, caring is sharing. And right now it's one of those little situations where communities are coming together and people are helping each other get started, because you don't have to be great to get started, but you gotta get started in order to be great. And right now, this is spring in 2020, and the sun's coming up, and people are getting out and about and making things happen. And, home heating and fuel. I feel like right now we need to try to focus a little bit better on, some of that radiant heating and what have you. But I think in addition to that, we need to focus a lot more on laughter, because laughter is the best medicine, and humor is the best therapy, and smiles is the longest word in the dictionary, because it's got a mile in between two S's. And right now, I want to kind of like kick it up a notch around here in terms of the overall appearance. I feel like, a lot of people are unaware of the fact that, it's a lot easier to wave a flag than it is to go fight for your country. And right now there's a lot of soldiers out there laying it on the line, and we need to fly flags that are going to represent the United States of America. Because right now we live in the divided states of America, and as a result, I want to point out that we need to care more about the women and children than we do our selfish addictions. And I feel like the best time to, make plans for children is before you even have them, because, sometimes you gotta walk along as a lone wolf and become independent before you can represent a family, because, after all, it's important for a man to be able to travel in order to be able to appreciate different scenes in terms of what you might have to be able to look at. But right now I feel like fish is a symbol of Christianity. I'm a pescatarian because I love fish and it's brain food, and I used to eat lobster every day up here in lucky Lubec, Maine. I have a lot of respect for people that actually don't even sell their lobsters, because the more lobster you eat, I think the wiser you get. Right now the cure for the coronavirus is contained within the many secrets that are available here in Washington County, because if you got honey, you got blueberries, you got lobster blood, you're in a good spot. And right now, the current is very strong out there. There's been a lot of lost fishermen lost at sea, and I want to tip my hat to them and let them know that I feel like right now I pray that they're swimming with the mermaids and their spirit lives on, because it's about the universe, and it's a lot bigger than just what we're looking at here. So I think we need to kind of like do research and do development in terms of building ourselves up to become the best we can, or the best you can be, because sometimes a lot of people don't realize it's like you can do really well in life and get a lot of pats on the back as you pass, but ultimately, matters more about how you look at the person in the glass, because you're your own best friend and your own best enemy. And sometimes when I say if it's to be, it's up to me, I feel like I'm trying to pray for Maine, because I say pray for me, and that's exactly what I really want. Is I want people to pray for the people in Maine, pray for the fish in the sea, pray for the eagles in the sky, pray for this coronavirus to go away, pray for cancer to go away, pray for all women and children to feel safe, because this is a world that we're living in right now that is focused a little bit too much on the egos of these powerful men that somehow have access to all this different warfare. But I feel like, if we can focus more on becoming cunnilingus gurus and using the vaginitarian diet to stimulate our minds, I feel like we're going to come up with a lot better ideas than with some of the ones I might have, because even though I've been a lot of places and seen a lot of things, and I feel like I want to try to set the standard with some ideas here in lucky Lubec, Maine, that are going to be able to really make people inspired, because inspire means to breathe life into. And I was just a young fellow when I first came to lucky Lubec, Maine, and I fell in love with this backyard, because when I was in the city I just had a small little backyard. But if you got a boat, you can go to Eastport in a blink of an eye pretty much. But we take it slow around here. We enjoy it. We don't want nobody ripping it up in fucking excessive speeds, because life is meant to be enjoyed, and there's joy in the journey. And I'd rather be a smart fellow on a yacht than a pot smeller in jail. But I've been both. It's like, I guess it's better to have somebody else's got a yacht than it is to have one of your own, because with a boat, when something goes wrong, you gotta break out another 1,000. But when something goes wrong on a yacht, You gotta get a new yacht, because, we need to kind of like have a little cash flow that's gonna be better than what it's ever been. I feel like right now there's gonna be a huge spending spree, and poor people talk about money, rich people talk about things, but wealthy people talk about ideas. Right now, I think it's important to be healthy more than it is to be wealthy, but healthy and wealthy go together pretty good. So, right now, I just want to point out to all the wise women goddesses in 2020 that I've been walking with God, and I haven't even really had a meal with a woman in over 20 years. So right now, I feel like I've been to hell and back with the civil war of the third millennium throughout the world, because I feel like there's been a lot of, what do they call it, discrimination between the rich and the poor, and the rich are the ones with the money, but they don't do a fucking thing. So I'd rather be poor and in a place where I can feed myself without having to worry about coming up with a fucking credit card, because if you get in my opinion, a bushel of clams should be worth $500, because those things are amazing. They stimulate your brain more than cocaine. They'll put pep in your step, pride in your stride, make every day a holiday and every meal a vagina banquet, because it really does help your lungs when you're able to take clams and put them in a little bit of that cornmeal. That way they spit out the sand and the mud, and their bellies are all nice and juicy and full of nothing but goodness, because I feel like, you are what you eat, and ultimately I won't be the biggest pussy on the planet, because I figure if I can somehow lick more vagina than any other man in a short period of time, I might be able to hold my head up and feel like I honored God by, basically selling everything and walking with God and doing a lot of stupid things, because, I feel like sometimes when you're a fool on the way in, I think a lot of people maybe underestimate you, but it's better to be foolish in the beginning and wise at the end, and think you're wise when you're not. And right now, there's a lot of people out there listening to the wrong leaders, mentors, coaches, guides, and teachers, because maybe they've never met anybody like me. But I'm a reader, I'm a leader, and my uncle Francis John Hallisey was in the U.S. Marines Infantry, and when a lot of people were kind of wondering what the hell was going on, and they were fighting in the streets or whatever, my uncle was running in to go to Vietnam. So, I have a long list of that in my family. My Uncle Jack Murphy was a firefighter, and while everybody else was running out, he was running in. My Uncle Audie Murphy in the Korean War and World War II, he went in a little early because he was eager and he wanted to serve, and he came back and made a lot of movies. So I know Ronald Wilson Reagan made a lot of movies back in the day, but I didn't see any scenes from up here in lucky Lubec, Maine. So as far as that's concerned, I think we can do a lot better than what that Ronald Wilson Reagan did. And right now, I'm basically getting ready to go fishing. So I'm going to go to work today. I'm going to raise some money, and I'm going to buy me a boat so that I can go out there to where I caught my first fish in lucky Lubec, Maine, off a quality head. And hopefully I can get me a big halibut today, and we can have a nice feast with it, because You know, I feel like when you can fish and farm, you can feast every day. So I really pray in a positive way that everybody's blessed today and Taco Tuesday. And God bless everyone every day in every possible way.